Hey, it's Meatball.
And Mark.
And this is the Rocker Morning Show on demand from 107.7 RKR. 107.7 RKR, it is the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball.
And Mark Frankhouse.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I tried to stay up late for that game last night.
Oh, jeez.
How long did you watched it for a while, didn't you?
Nope.
Not at all.
I went to bed. I got rest.
Yeah.
I was busy this weekend.
What were you up to?
I did all sorts of stuff. I full on went Halloween mode.
Oh, yeah, you were showing me decorations.
Yeah, I went out. I bought decorations at 3 different stores, running all over the place. Went apple picking yesterday. Got some cider. So supported a local cider mill.
Nice.
And just ran all over the place, getting ready for Halloween and decorating and stuff. So
nice.
I'm invested in it this year.
I think the only time I moved from my couch this weekend was to get food and to get another beer.
Oh, very nice.
That's pretty much it. I watched football all weekend.
Nice.
That's all I did. It was great. It was awesome. But yeah, congratulations to your Lions. I don't know if you saw overtime win last night. I made it to about the third quarter. I rolled over at one point and the game was tied and I was like, oh boy. And then saw this morning Montgomery got in for the overtime touchdown. So congratulations. Big win for the Lions there. It's a huge deal. And the college ball, and we'll do more of this on Thursday when we talk to Nick from Kalamazoo Athletic Wellness for the big picks. We'll go through some of the scores and stuff. But I have to point out Notre Dame and NIU. Notre Dame paid Northern Illinois something like $1.4 million to come in and beat them in their own house.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's Maction for you, baby. We won't talk about Michigan or Western Michigan. We'll leave that for Thursday. But news out of the NFL, we're not going to go through scores again because Thursday we're going to talk about, what happened and what's going to happen moving forward. But there are some news stories we want to hit. First of all, halftime show for the Super Bowl going to be Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
That's a thing. So Tyreek Hill was arrested before his game. Did you see this?
Yes. He was handcuffed earlier on in the day. And
this was he was 2 blocks from the stadium, going in to get ready for the game.
Why was he arrested?
The explanation I saw was he was driving at an unsafe speed through a bike lane.
Oh, geez.
But where it was it's one of those bike lanes where you have to cross through it to get to the right turn or whatever.
Yeah, we have one of those in Kalamazoo.
Right. Apparently he just was going a little fast through it, and 3 motorcycle cops pulled him over. Ha! Or one did, and then 2 more showed up.
Oh,
and then
my
next thing you know, he's face down on the ground and handcuffed. This is Tyreek Hill. Come on.
Awesome. And then I saw he did the celly later on in the game where he's in cuffs. Awesome.
I don't remember who the other player was that walked him off in handcuffs. That was great. Let's see. Tom Brady making his debut play calling on Fox during the Cowboys and Browns game.
Yeah.
I legit fell asleep. That was awful. I don't know who. Greg Olson, I think, used to be on the A team as far as play calling for Fox. Bring him back. Please, God, bring him back. That was awful. I realized during the Lions game last night, too, though, I told you I didn't move from my couch. I hadn't showered all weekend.
Oh. I don't know why you told me that. That's gross, but cool.
But, it just tells you how dedicated I am to the game, Mark. But yeah, it was a full-on, just dude football weekend. Nothing but fried food, cheese, and beef in one form or another, and beer, and yeah.
Very proud of you.
Yeah. You couple that with sucking the head out of crawfish, man. My Tinder profile is going to be blowing up soon. 107.7 RKR, it is the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball.
And Mark Frankhouse.
This is something I learned over the weekend on social media. And because I saw it on social media, I had to confirm that it was real. So I found at least 2 or 3 sources to confirm that, yes, there are otters living in the state of Michigan. Mm-hmm. And there's actually several families of them that live on Mackinac Island.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I knew they were here. I knew we had otters. I didn't know they were on Mackinac Island, though.
So they apparently first really got noticed with a photo that went viral from 2014 of just some otters chilling on a bunch of snow on the dock in Mackinac Island. Locals confirmed that, we've seen them too. Because people were like, oh no, those can't be otters on Mackinac Island. Those are minks or something like that. No, they're otters. Like the locals confirmed it. They somehow made their way out of the rivers into the Great Lakes, or at least halfway across the Straits of the Mackinac there. But yeah, locals say instead of rocks and trees and the places they live normally on the rivers, they live under older empty buildings, old barns, stuff like that on Mackinac Island. They still fish, they eat shellfish. We have some of that in Michigan. They eat crawfish, which we talked about recently. I bet they don't suck the heads, but that's their loss. But yeah, they've just adapted to that island life there on Mackinac Island, and they're freaking adorable, man. No real predators that I can think of.
Right.
Other than, the occasional moderate sized house cat or something. I don't know.
Fox or something.
Yeah. Did you know? It'd still be pretty tough to catch them. So you knew there were otters in Michigan.
Yeah, I knew there were otters in Michigan. I've never seen one though.
So
I've never seen one in the live.
That's
other than at the zoo.
Oh yeah.
And that doesn't count.
When you go to the zoo, I don't know, you probably seen them at the Detroit Zoo.
Right.
When you did they have the little hole where they stick their hand through and you can shake their hand?
No. No, sadly, no holes.
Those were great when I didn't know more about otters, because they're adorable.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong; they're easily one of the most adorable looking animals in nature. And if you want to read more about the otters and stuff, you can do so at WRKR.com. I've got that up there. But I learned some stuff about otters that will deter me from ever approaching them in the wild ever again. There are some things that I'm not going to mention because they are too graphic.
Wow.
That otters do. But fun fact about them, they will attack humans. There were nearly 40 attacks in the U.S. last year alone. River otters in Florida are known to attack alligators.
Wow.
And when... just see a family of otters chomping down on an alligator they killed. That's a real thing that happens. And if that's not enough to deter you from trying to touch the wild otters because they're just so damn cute, you just want to approach them. Let me just tell you something about male otters in particular. They are awful. They will hold pups for ransom from their mothers to get more food.
Wow.
They will literally, because before the pups can swim, they just kind of float on their back,
Right.
They will literally hold them underwater until their mom gives up whatever they just went diving for, gives up their food. Give me that clam or I'm going to drown your baby.
Wow.
That's literally what otters do.
That's absolutely ruthless.
So yeah, otters look cute. They're malicious little fur monsters. It's no wonder the French had no issues killing them for fur back in the day when they came over here. Oh, look, oh, how cute. Oh, God, no. I'm going to kill that and wear its fur.
It's time to turn up your dials and tune out the traffic because we're playing the Daily 5 on the Rocker Morning Show. Testing the mental magnitude of your favorite morning monkeys on the radio. And now, your hosts for the Daily 5, Meatball and Mark Frank House.
It is the Daily 5 where Mark and I ask each other questions. The other one answers. Today, I'm asking the questions. Mark is answering. And Mark, you got our good buddy Gene on the line for some help. Good morning, Gene.
Morning.
All right, Gene, you got to help me get 3 out of 5 questions correct today. If you do, we'll get the point to start the week. If not, Meatball will get the point to start the week.
All right. Before we hopped on, Gene said good luck. And I was like, I think I'm supposed to say that to you, but we'll see how this goes.
He's just a sportsman,
Yeah, it's true. All right, question number 1. This is entertainment. Michael Keaton's first job in show business wasn't as an actor. What was it? Was he an assistant to Michael Douglas, which is funny because his real name is also Michael Douglas? Was he a PA for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood where he drove the trolley? Or did he refill the kegs on the set of Cheers?
Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm. The only Batman that matters.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, okay, let's see. Assistant to Michael Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were the Michael Douglas duo. Drove the trolley on Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
Or refilled the kegs on Cheers.
Yes.
What seems most logical to you, Gene?
I would say the keg.
The kegs? Yeah, that's kind of a funny one. I was either thinking Kegs or Michael Douglas. I thought that was really funny and would be very fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which final answer?
well, what are you thinking, Gene? You think the Kegs?
Might as well.
All
'Cause
right.
we don't know.
Yeah, let's go Kegs. Final answer.
Kegs. Final answer. Michael Keaton actually had the coolest job ever. Driving the trolley on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That
would have
is-
been my second choice.
That is easily the coolest thing ever, man.
That's pretty rad. It's a good way to start your career off.
right.
Almost start as a Batmobile.
That's where you got the idea.
Right. All right, question number 2. This is history. According to English lore, Frederick Thomas Linwood was one of the world's first recorded serial killers in the colonial period of England. His full name might not sound familiar. You probably know him as what? The Dark Angel, Jack the Ripper, or the Muffin Man?
Jack the Ripper is the obvious one.
Yeah, but they've
never heard of the other ones.
They've never pinpointed who Jack the Ripper is. So,
Right.
I love the Muffin Man.
Yeah. They're all kind of funny.
I want it to be the Muffin Man. Win or lose. I'm calling him the Muffin Man from now on, regardless. Yeah, what do you think about going Muffin Man, Gene?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Let's go Muffin Man. Final answer.
He used to lure small children
No way.
into the alleyway
No way. Oh my God, he's a Muffin
with
Man.
muffins. He was literally a serial killer
What a-
and would lure people in with muffins.
What a terrible human being.
He would also
I guess.
murder other rival bakers.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. Really changes the meaning of that nursery rhyme, huh?
Yeah.
Question number 3. This is television. Ryan Seacrest making his debut tonight hosting Wheel of Fortune. How many official hosts, excluding Ryan, so before him, has Wheel of Fortune had since its debut in 1975? Now, for clarity, this does include daytime and primetime.
Gotcha.
Is it 4, 5, or 6 different hosts?
Well, Gene, I'll be honest with you. I think I only know 2 of them.
I do too.
Just Bob Barker and Drew Carey, right?
No, Wheel of Fortune.
Yep.
Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak.
Pat
Wheel of
Sajak.
Fortune.
Huh, interesting. Man, Sajak's been there for Sajak was there for a
20 some
long
years.
time.
Sajak actually had 2 stints with it during the daytime and the primetime.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's 2.
Well, he only counts as 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
4, 5, or 6?
Mhm.
Man,
I'd go with 4.
4?
Because I don't remember anybody else.
Yeah, I know, but I also feel like this one might surprisingly be on the high end. So that's why I was kind of thinking 5.
Now, let me add clarity, too. We're not talking about, like, the sit-ins. Like, when Vanna did it, when
Yeah.
Pat was sick, we're not counting those.
Okay.
So, official hosts.
You're confident with 4, Gene?
Go with the middle. Go with the middle.
Middle? All right, let's go 5. Final answer.
5, final answer. It was 4.
Yeah.
You had the original
Yeah, well.
host, Chuck Woolery,
Okay.
Pat Sajak in both of his iterations of it. Rolf Bernishke, I think is how you say his name. He was host for about 6 months. And then Bob Goen was the last host before Sajak came back.
Man.
I remember Woolery, but I don't remember the other 2.
Yeah, Woolery was there for like maybe 2 or 3 years or something. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. Gonna run the table. Entertainment again. Actor and singer Sheb Wooley from the 40s and 50s became famous for 2 things. His song, The One-Eyed, One-Horn, Flying Purple People Eater. And what else? Is he the guy doing the Wilhelm scream? Did he create Alvin and the Chipmunks? Or did he also record The Witch Doctor?
Boy.
That annoys me.
I don't even know who that is.
That might be one of the more annoying questions Meatball's ever asked in the Daily Drive.
Wait a minute.
I've heard the People Eater song, but
And it has chipmunks in it.
there you go.
But he also said created the chipmunks.
And The Witch Doctor. That was the third version. Third one.
Oh, yeah, I guess I've heard that, too.
So that should help narrow down your choices.
And what was the first one?
Chipmunk.
He is actually the voice behind the Wilhelm scream.
Well,
Throwing that monkey wrench in it.
yeah. I don't know. I'm going to leave this up to you, Gene, because
Oh, thanks. I was just about to say that to you.
well, I said it first, so
We'll go with the chipmunks. Heck with that.
What's that?
Chipmunks.
Chipmunks. So he created the Chipmunks.
I don't believe the Chipmunks are in the One Eyed One Horned Flying Purple People. I don't think they're in that song.
Yep. The Chipmunk voice is in there.
That's been a long time since I heard the song.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, let's go with Gene. Created the Chipmunks. Final answer.
Created the Chipmunks. Final answer. No, he is actually the real voice behind the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, had a feeling it was the one that had nothing to do with chipmunks. So Meatball gets the point to start the week, Gene. But you, either way, got a pair of tickets to see the NSRA Street Rod Nationals North show. This is going to be a great show, Gene. Hope you have fun, my man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
No problem, dude.
Gene, we appreciate you playing along with us this morning, man.
All right. Thank you.
1077 RKR. It's a Rocker Morning Show with Mark Frankhouse.
And Meatball.
There are a lot of great local businesses in the area that have takeout that's even better than the dine-in experience. You got to know what I'm talking about. And, with all the construction that's been going on, it's absolutely crucial that you check out the KZoo construction tab at WRKR.com to find the easiest way to get to these great local businesses and support them, because literally livelihoods are on the line here, Meatball. With that in mind, we did ask our audience who has food where their takeout is even better than their dine-in. They gave us a solid list that I kind of want to hit on briefly.
Okay.
The first one is Shawarma King.
Oh,
I can confirm Shawarma King takeout is so clutch. Whether it's Drake or number 3 on Westnedge. If you're looking for some good filling food, man, that is the spot.
I feel like the portions they give out for takeout are better too.
Very generous. BC Pizza off West Main in Kalamazoo. Somebody
Always.
said that. It's like, we know that. We already know this. We are educated. Here's one I have not been to, actually. Turbo Chicken in Portage.
Oh.
I have not been to Turbo Chicken. And I love chicken.
I don't believe I have either. You remember Garrett that was in here for I Heart Food Kalamazoo? Yes. He swears by Turbo Chicken too.
Okay.
So it's got to be good if multiple people, especially food bloggers, saying it's awesome.
Exactly. Meatball, what is your go-to comfort takeout spot?
So one I've always had, it's kind of a chain, is Firehouse Subs.
Oh.
Their meatball sub. I'm just going to say it right now.
Really?
So yeah, when I moved up here, I was very glad that Firehouse Subs was here.
Right.
But I mean, locally, because, I try to spread the love in and around town. If I'm off work early enough, I hit up La Familia in downtown with their birria tacos. I love those, but I will never eat them in public.
Yeah.
Because I almost always need a shower after I eat them. The consomme drips into the beard, It's worth it. It is 100% worth it because it's delicious.
Yeah.
And even if I had a beard bib or something, I still wouldn't eat it in public. Because that's not anything that people need to see.
Right. I kind of have a rule. Ribs and wings are for home.
Yeah.
I love going out and getting them, but I don't want anybody looking at me when I'm eating wings or ribs because, unless I'm in the comfort of my own home, then, you signed up for this. But yeah. Plus, I'm always getting hound dogged too. So it's like
That's true.
You can check out the full list of great Southwest Michigan restaurants that have takeout that's even better than their dine-in. It's up here on the 1077 RKR app because no matter what you're craving, there's something here for everyone on this list. And I want you guys to give me a call right now, 978-1077. Let us know what your hands down go-to takeout spot is in Southwest Michigan.
I was thinking I might eat those tacos in public if I had a little pop-up booth that I could put around myself at the table,
Watch Meatball mow down on birria tacos. $5 entry fee.
1077 RKR, it is the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball.
And Mark Frankhouse.
Well, this has been 2 months coming, Mark.
It has.
It is time. The Rocker Rides are primed and ready to be given away, man.
I'm so excited for
Are we
this.
5 days away from giving away a freaking vehicle?
Yeah. By the way, nobody else in the state of Michigan doing anything like this. Not giving away a car, not giving away any kind of lease. And Tapper Ford and Tapper Chevy have partnered up with us. Amazing crew over there. If you guys need a new vehicle, Tapper Ford, Tapper Chevy, visit these guys. They're going to treat you like family. And they're going to take care of business. I know someone's calling in now, but this is not, we're doing things a little bit different this year.
Yeah, this isn't a call and qualify moment. This is the moment where we call you.
Yes. So if you got qualified with us for the Rocker Rides, make sure your phone is out for at least the next 20 to 30 minutes. We don't know how long it's going to take. We may get all of our finalists in the next 10 minutes. It may take a little bit longer, but you're going to want to make sure you pick up the phone because if we're going to start calling here in a second, and if you pick up, you're going to be one of the 10 finalists. And how it's going to work is we're going to have key fobs for you this Saturday.
Yeah.
So one of those key fobs is going to set off the alarm for one of these rides. And the person who sets that alarm off, man, you're going to be winning a 2-year lease on this brand new vehicle. Just as we're a few months ahead of winter, man.
Yeah.
Perfect timing for that.
So again, that brand new, these are 2024 editions, Ford F-150 from Tapper Ford or the Chevy Silverado from Tapper Chevy. Again, want to thank those guys for putting this up with us and working with us and really putting on something great with us. And then, of course, Pat Warner Vineyards for allowing us to be over there with the trucks, with the vehicles and doing that. So this has really been a blast to do this. Mark, are you ready to start drawing some names?
Yes, I'm digging through right now, and I am pulling out the first name. And Meatball,
yeah,
let's start calling these people now.
All right, have your phones ready, people. We're calling for the Rocker Ride. 1077 RKR, it is the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball, Mark Frankhouse. Mark had to step out for a little bit because we trying to get everything finalized for the Rocker Rides because we have selected our 10 finalists. Congratulations. If you got a phone call from us and you picked up and answered, you are one of our finalists. So we have all 10 of them. They're going to come out to the Red Knot Chili Peppers this Saturday at Warner Vineyards for the end of the summer concert series out there. And one of those 10 people going to be walking away with either the Ford F-150 or the Chevy Silverado from our friends at Tapper Ford and Tapper Chevy, who have been completely awesome to us and giving away a 2-year lease on those vehicles. So big props to them for helping us out with this. But yeah, that's it. So all of our finalists have been selected. We're good to go. And man, I'm very excited for this because, I mean, nobody else in the state has given away a vehicle, and I know a lot of people could really use something like that right now. So, yeah, congratulations to all of our finalists for the Rocker Rides. Again, thanks to our friends at Warner Vineyards and Tapper Ford and Tapper Chevy out there in Paw Paw. You guys have been awesome through this. Thank you to everybody who participated this year in the Rocker Rides. And come out and support on Saturday because it's going to be a ton of fun. Obviously, the Red Knot Chili Peppers are going to be incredible. The concert series out there in Paw Paw has been just a ton of fun this year. And you get to see this incredible giveaway happen live in front of your face. The way it's going to happen is we're going to have a bowl basically full of key fobs, and only one of them is going to have batteries in them. So it gets real exciting, especially if you go longer and longer and longer without somebody picking one of those key fobs with a battery in it. Oh boy, that could be it. So, yeah, that's happening this Saturday at Warner Vineyards. Congratulations to all of our finalists and good luck. 1077 RKR, it is the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball.
And Mark Frankhouse.
Well, we have our 10 finalists for the Rocker Rides, which means it's time to move on to the next big thing. I didn't have an echo button, so I just did the best I could with my voice there. We have another contest coming up. It doesn't start for another week. But we wanted to give you a heads up because obviously being prepared and ready for this is the most important part. Mark, we are returning to Assault the Vault, baby.
Yes, your chance at not only winning $100 every single hour
from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday,
but $30,000.
What? Yeah, baby.
$1,000 could be yours by assaulting the vault. And all you need is the 1077 RKR app. It's going to be very simple. We start this next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to give you codes at around 35 after from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. You'll put those codes in on the Assault the Vault button on the 1077 RKR app. And then just like that, you can win $100 an hour plus be registered automatically to win that 30 grand.
That's right. And you can win multiple hundreds of dollars as well. Get qualified a bunch of times.
I was going to say, actually, any one of these codes. So like the way it works is one of these codes that we give you is worth the 30 grand.
Mm-hmm.
So if you miss any of the codes, that means you could potentially miss out on the 30 grand. So if you're going to do this, definitely be all in. You're going to want to make sure you enter every single code, set an alarm for every hour at around 35 after, and you'll be taken care of just like that.
We're going to be doing this through October 11th. So you got a few weeks, but like Mark said, you don't want to miss any of those code words because if you even miss one of them, that could be the $30,000 code word.
Don't miss out on it, man.
Boom. So make sure you're listening. Again, want to get you all set up for that. So make sure you have got that 1077 RKR app downloaded on your phone now. And next Monday, when we start assaulting the vault, 8 a.m. on the rocker, you're going to need that to punch in those code words. And you could be walking home not only with $100, but also 30 grand, baby. 1077 RKR, it is the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball.
And Mark Frankhouse.
Convenient that we're giving away a 4-wheel drive truck for the Rocker Rides in a few days here.
Yeah.
Because they might need it. La Nina is headed back to Michigan.
That's Spanish for the Nina.
Sure. Good job, Mark.
You ever saw that SNL skit?
No, I remember.
Okay.
So we knew that La Nina was forming out in the Pacific. It is now confirmed that it's there. So we will have a La Nina year, which means basically surface waters in the Pacific are warmer than average, where like the weather systems come in. So creates a high pressure system that keeps cooler weather and moisture further north, which means Michigan might actually feel like Michigan this winter.
I love it.
Cooler temperatures, more moisture, some more snow, obviously. Might actually see some significant ice on the Great Lakes, though they've been warmer than average the last 3 years now. I think they just had their lowest percentage of ice coverage in monitored history.
Wow.
So that might play a factor into what things happen, how things happen there. But yeah, Michigan, gonna Michigan again this winter, which is great.
I love it.
I have been here, let's see, this will be my third winter.
Yes.
I think. I keep getting told that I have not seen a true proper Michigan winter yet.
No.
So this might finally be it. What should I expect that I have not seen in the previous two?
Well, expect to pack away your baseball caps.
Pack them away, like don't wear them?
Yeah, that or bring them on hand, but do not wear them out. The moment you can wear them indoors, that's fine. But I would make sure you put on the winter hat. Do not go outside with a baseball cap on.
I gotcha.
You
Okay.
will immediately regret 5 minutes in.
Okay.
Also expect to wake up hating your life decisions that led you to existing in frigid temperatures.
I think I do that anyway.
You know, you're gonna have to decide what you hate worse, though. No wind and single-digit temps, or low temps and wind. It is a real struggle.
Okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, man. It gets painfully cold. It can get very painfully cold. And I honestly don't know what I hate worse. When I step outside, there's no wind, but you literally feel like you're in an ice cube.
Okay.
Also, you're going to want to buy a broom for your truck, Meatball.
I have one of those.
Okay, good.
I have one of those. Yeah.
Good. Everybody should just buy a damn broom for their car and clear that crap off your roof. There's no more excuses, guys. Those little dinky, cute little
ice scrapers
swipers. No. You want to use one of those to scrape the ice off your windshield? That's cool. But get a broom for the top of your car.
That's when we had that one lake effect storm a couple years ago, my first winter here. I learned real quick to get that broom because I didn't have it yet. And I spent probably a good 45 minutes, one, digging my truck out.
Yeah.
And two, brooming all the snow off the top of it, or at least as much as I could, because if memory serves, you and the other morning show in the building were laughing hysterically at the amount of snow that was still on top of my truck when I got to work. And I was living on the far side of town as well. So lake effect was happening on the west side of Kalamazoo. Once you got through downtown, there was almost nothing on the road over here. So like everyone else is showing up with like a little smattering of snowflakes and stuff there. And I show up with an entire snowbank on top of mine.
Exactly.
So yeah. All right. Well, all right. Yeah. That should be fun. Even more interesting about this La Nina thing that we're having. Pacific La Ninas, those happen all the time. This year, there's an Atlantic La Nina.
Interesting.
These don't happen very often. In fact, I think they said the last minor one was like a decade ago.
Wow.
So it could affect hurricane season a little bit. So not really us up here so much, but you can read more on kind of how it could affect, the rest of the U.S. over at WRKR.com. So, it sounds like I need to up my winter gear game. Like I said, I got the broom and the ice scraper. Can you think of anything else that I might not have yet?
Maybe an emergency kit if you get stuck in the blizzard or a snowbank that's got like snacks and water in it or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, snacks and drinks in my truck, not a problem.
Okay.
Ever.
Good.
Yeah. In fact, I think a small child could survive for a week on what I've got stored in the glove box